Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, glory, worship, and love for Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rekah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. Understanding this holy scriptures is wisdom and knowledge. That's what's going to get you through Jacob's trouble. To receive, that's the oil. The oil you got to build up is these scriptures. To receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity. So we're supposed to be equity. We're not supposed to be unrighteous like Esau is. To give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. Teach brothers that are, they might even be older than you, but younger in the truth, the knowledge and discretion. The Bible says to rest with us. A wise man will hear and will increase learning. So a wise man is going to hear the elders, the brothers, and they're going to increase in learning. A fool will decrease or stay the same. And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. So if you're wise, you're going to be watching the elders. You're going to be watching the other brothers. To understand a proverb and the interpretation of words of the wise and their dark sayings. So to understand this, sometimes you need people to break. They call it breaking it down. The brothers will say, break it down. And the brother will break it down. And that's the interpretation of the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So if you fear Yahweh, you're going to follow his commandments because you know what he could do to you. My son, hear the instruction of thy father and forsake not the law of thy mother. So this is talking about your parents, but it's also talking about the elders. They're like our father and mother. But we only have one father, and that's Yahweh. But they're like our parents. That's a better saying. They're going to tell us good. They're not going to tell us to do bad. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck, my son. If sinners entice thee, consent thou not. So if you have some friends that were back in the world and they say, oh, let's go ride around and do this or do that, don't do it. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. So don't be going with these 2/3 that are causing havoc on the streets. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. Thou shalt not murder. And there's a lot of murderers out here in America. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Thou shalt not steal. And this is the wisdom you got to know. I'm not supposed to murder. I'm not supposed to steal. I'm not supposed to commit adultery. I'm not supposed to eat pork. You're not supposed to take the mark of the beast. You're not supposed to be taking vaccines. It says not to cut your skin, not to get tattoos. So that's the wisdom and the knowledge. My son, walk not thou in the way of them. Refrain thy foot from their path. Walk away from the evil ones. Rest with the brothers that are doing the work. For their feet run to evil, and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives. So these you see it all the time in Chicago or other states. They go to shoot somebody and the cops shoot them or they get shot. So that's why you have to walk in wisdom and knowledge and not like we used to back in the day as fools. So you got to change your ways. Put off the old man and put on a new man. So are the ways of every one that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. And that's what the prophets are doing. We're out there on the highways and byways, and that's we're crying out with wisdom, and nobody listens. But that's okay because we're washing our hands of the blood of them. We warned them, but if they don't listen, then it's on them. If you tell somebody don't walk that way, there's a bear trap in the woods, and they walk that way, and the bear trap gets them in the leg, that's on their own self. Their blood is on their own self. They didn't listen. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words, saying, and that's how you know who the prophets are. They've been in it for, the outer's been in it over 35 years, 30 years, and they're still out there. And all the other brothers been doing it for years and years also. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? You know, that explains itself. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regardeth, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So the Lord is calling out right now through his prophets, and you don't want to hear. Well, guess what? He's going to laugh when your calamity comes. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So when this Jacob trouble really pops off, and you're seeing people get killed in the streets and raped in the streets, and death and famine and sword all around, then you're going to be looking for the prophets, but they're going to be gone. Then you're going to be calling on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, but he is not going to answer, because you wouldn't want none of his reproof. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. They would none of my counsel, and despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. So whatever you're doing, you're going to be filled with it. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. So whoso listen unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Ha-Rakah-Kadash, through the Holy Scriptures, who shall listen to his prophets, they shall be safe. And the rest of yous are going to be fear of evil is going to be come upon you. And the Lord is going to mock and laugh at you when your fear cometh. With that, I want to say shalom to the elect.